Exes always come back. That's a fact. And in this video, I'm going to explain you what you should be doing when they come back. And the reason they are coming back, it's very important for you to understand those reasons. I'm a true believer that my job is to help you understand those dynamics in order to make the right decision. I'll explain everything after the jingle.
IGetMyExBack.com. Everyone deserves a second chance.
So there are 9 reasons people come back with their ex. 9 reasons the dumper makes that move back to their ex. Before I explain those reasons, and the last 3 ones are actually reasons you should stay away from them. So bear with me till the end, because the last 3 are actually red flags. So be aware of those 3 ones. Before I start, I want to remind you that I put together a quiz for you to know if you have any chance to get back with your ex. The idea is very simple. You answer about 20 questions and it gives you a score telling you whether it's likely or not likely that you get back with your ex, but at least you have an idea of whether you should fight or not. It's totally free and it takes 2 minutes to complete. The link is over there and in the description. So the 9 reasons. This breakup, you have to understand that this breakup is a result of something that didn't work. Okay, I'm not teaching you something new. But you need to assess as soon as possible what needs to change. It's very important because some people, they fail to have this sort of assessment, and when their ex come back, nothing has changed. And they feel like, okay, I'm giving you a second chance. You're not showing me that you've changed. I told you you'll never change. I was hoping I was wrong, and you're clearly showing me that you can't change. And it's very important because also there's an element of change and growth that could impact your next relationship. I often say that you have to let go of this relationship and create a new one. So your next relationship could be with your ex, could be with anyone else. But in this next relationship, you'll be more secure, you'll be more fulfilled. You'll become a better partner as a result of that breakup. That's why it's so important. That's why I love my job so much, because breakups are the opportunity to help people to grow and learn about themselves and to become better, in a way, a better version of themselves through relationships. First reason, people never forget. I'm sure you remember about your ex. I remember about my exes. We all remember about exes. Obviously, I'm talking about the substantial relationships. So don't think that because you don't hear from them, they forgot you. What you have to understand is it's an equation. The problem is the resentments are higher than feelings. And that's why they decided to end the relationship. Your job is to reverse the dynamic, is to have those feelings being bigger than resentment. Okay, I talked about that in a recent video. Your job with no contact, with the work you'll be doing on yourself, is to really, at the same time, reduce the resentment and increase those feelings. You reduce the resentment because you give your ex some space, you respect their needs, you listen to what they have to say, you do the things that they expect you to do. The feeling is really about how you can tap and leverage what you had together. How you can bring yourself back to the person you were at the beginning of the relationship. Very often, we start really on a bang relationship, really high pace, high intensity, lots of emotion. And then as years go by, that excitement is no longer there, and we have this routine, we have this, I took my wife for granted. So you have the ability to reverse the dynamic this way. Reason number 2, your ex is not so sure. There's been a study recently, more than 2/3 of people have feelings when they end a relationship. And if you're watching this video, it's perhaps because you know your ex still has feelings for you, and you know that it's a bit of a shame that we can't reconcile, that we can't rekindle what we had. What may comfort the decision, however, is what you do after. The worst mistakes are done after the breakup, in a way. So your job right now is to make sure you don't justify that decision. They took the decision to end things. They were not sure. They have feelings. Don't be the person showing them that they made the right decision. My job with my client is to prove their ex wrong. It's quite a pleasant feeling when it happens. Remember this. It's very important. Maybe pause this video, look at this, take a note. A breakup is a prediction. I decide this based on a set of data, and I predict that I will be happier if I take this decision. I know what I'm going to lose. I don't know exactly what I'm going to win, but I predict that what I'm going to win will offset what I'm going to lose, and I'll be happier. And what will confirm this prediction is driven by our actions. That's why it's important to respect no contact. That's why it's important to focus on change, right? Because if you don't work on yourself, if you don't improve your communication, what's going to happen is that that prediction will become certainty. That leap of faith will be confirmed that actually I made the right choice. The data that I had is confirmed with what I see. He can't change. He can't communicate with me. He can't listen to me. He can't give me some space. He's super needy. He's, super anxious. He's trying so hard. By doing that, you're confirming their assumptions. So your job is to really make sure that you don't make their prediction accurate. They have to feel like, okay, maybe there was some misunderstanding. Maybe, of course, we were in love and life got in the way, but I was wrong about that person. I made a wrong prediction. And this happens all the time. And I know people will tell me, yeah, but my ex is really stubborn. Yes, they could be stubborn. Most of my clients' exes are stubborn. But if they love you, if they have feelings, they'll still be okay. And you have to find, what I do is also find ways to let them win the recovery as well. So it's kind of a win-win situation. Anyway, reason 3, you changed. It's so important. Change is so important. Something was wrong, something needs to change. You have done the right things. You showed your strengths, your maturity, no contact. You respected their space. You respected what they wanted to do. You understood your ex's need. You learn about attachment style. You understand now how you should communicate. Whether your ex was dismissive, avoidant, and you understand that they need that space. You understand that you have to have your own life, your own space. Maybe your ex was anxious and you understand that now you need to be a better communicator, to over-communicate, to reassure them that you'll be there for them. You have also to understand that your ex didn't break up with you to make you suffer. It's simply that they weren't happy. So don't be needy, don't try hard, go with the flow. You've managed to get with them, to have a relationship with them, to have sex with them, to make out with them. Go with the flow. Go with the flow, it's going to be easy. Of course, it's easy, and here in my kitchen it's very easy for me to give you advice. Very generic advice. And I know sometimes we're in the middle of something in the conversation. We don't know exactly what to do. It's a bit of, this kind of recovery phase is a bit like walking on the wire. It's very hard to know the right balance. So if you want any guidance or any help, whether you're communicating with your ex, you're in touch with your ex, or whether you want to break no contact, whether you need some help sticking to no contact, give me a shout on WhatsApp. There's a link in the description. I'll be more than happy to help you and give you some initial guidance. And if you have any question about coaching or just want to ask me anything, use WhatsApp. I use this tool quite often. Bear with me, I'm very busy, so I'm going to reply as soon as I can. And I work on weekdays, but have a look, ping me on WhatsApp, and I'll be more than happy to help you, because I think I love doing those videos, but I know there is quite some limitation when I provide content this way. In most cases, people think, okay, I get it, but what about this specific situation where I'm right now? So if you want to have this additional support, this interactive support, get in touch on WhatsApp. Reason number 4, they're scared about the future. They make that prediction, they're single, and now they think like, was I so unhappy? Because my life is not that exciting. Life is hard without you. You know, that happens quite often. What is next? Now I'm single in my big house or with the kids. I don't feel safe anymore. I don't feel any certainty. That relationship being with you was a form of safety, a form of security, and I don't have that anymore. So very often people will get back with the ex because they've lost that sense of security, that they're scared and overwhelmed about the future. Reason 5, the grass isn't greener. Realize that life without you is not great, right? They compare their new life with past life. And obviously with time, we tend to have fond memories of relationship. The resentment that I discussed before is now reduced. And what they remember mostly about the relationship is happy memories. And their life is boring, not yours, because you're working on yourself, right? Because you are making sure that you don't suffer this breakup, but you use that breakup as a driver to feel better, to become a better person. And what happens is that they are attracted by their life. They have a shitty life, you have a great life. Simple, right? Number 6 is they have a failed rebound. So, in this one, be quite careful. They try with someone, it didn't work, and they come back to you. They come back to you for potentially emotional support, ego boost. They felt they would be happier. That's why they decided to start that rebound. And now they need support to deal with this. Or they just realized that it was just the routine that led to the breakup. It was not so much about our compatibility. Now that I've had this affair or relationship, and it's been 6 months and kind of boring, and I feel the same as when I was with my husband, I'm better off getting back with my husband or getting back with my wife. So it's quite very frequent that failed rebound, because most rebound fail. There's a natural tendency for people to get back with ex, to get in touch, to assess the situation. Again, this is very specific because there could be like thousands of reasons why an ex come back after a rebound and their mindset. If you want any question on this, ping me on WhatsApp. I didn't want to do like 20 slides on this one. Reason 7, when they lose their influence. Now we're going to talk a little bit about this toxic behavior. When your ex feel that he wants you or he wants you on the hook and won't expect you to say yes to whatever they say. And they sort of have this emotional blackmail, you know. If you don't reply, I'm going to move. If you're nice with me, I may come back. They always leave the door open, and they don't give too much. They want to keep that influence on you. This sounds like a narcissistic person, and you should stay away. Reason number 8, they come back for money. I don't need to explain more, stay away. They come back when you've moved on for real. Now you have your new life. We don't come back for love, but they don't come back for love, but they come back because they're upset to see that you're happy, that you have your new life. Very often, I have clients who've moved on, who are in a new relationship, and they email me or WhatsApp me saying, hey, guess what? She just, sent me a text asking whether she wanted to get back with us. Because they want to have this, okay, I fucked up and he's winning or she's winning that breakup because my prediction was wrong and now it's too late. And because it's too late, I want to fight this. The problem for them is that you moved on and now you're happy and you're fulfilled. In that case, my friend, stay away. So these were the reasons exes come back. Every time exes come back, there's a natural tendency. It's like a pendulum. There's a natural tendency for exes to come back and get in touch, not necessarily to come back and be with you, but when they do come back, they do interact with you, this is when you have to be on your A game. Again, if you want to get in touch, don't hesitate to ping me on WhatsApp. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.
IGetMyExBack.com. Everyone deserves a second chance.